It's Wednesday, the 12th of September, and they're off. That's a very healthy attitude, VJ. You don't People can make comments, but you don't have to actually take action on what we do. And VJ and Pablo, do you want me to have a 2 or a 3 minute up on the ES? Let me know. NASDAQ looks like it's going lower. The Russell looks like it might be wanting to go back. Okay, I'd be happy to do that, Pablo. Just don't want BJ angry with me. Yeah, look at that sell-off happening. And we're down on the NASDAQ. It gave a short signal right out the gate. And it did a poke down. Let's see there. Kind of oversold at the moment. No way I could have gone short. First of all, it's right out of the box. 12 seconds. Getting a little consolidation there in the NASDAQ. Rolling over a little bit in the Russell. We're near a swing level. Trying to get a little bounce in the S&P. Yeah. All right. We're back on a 2. And it looks like we're getting that bounce in the S&P. We'll see how the others fare. The Dow looks like over 26,006 area might be.
Order pending.
Yeah, we're talking about 10 or 12 ticks. You know, that's a bit aggressive, Steve.
Order canceled.
I'm going to cancel that one. I don't like the fact that we didn't continue up. Now the S&P is going higher, so the Dow ought to follow.
Order pending.
And we're going to be taking
Order filled.
now. There's 90. We're up about 6. We're going to have trouble right here at this 15 level, 15 to 17, something like that. And there's 12. We got 6. All right, let's let her go. Trying to be patient here. Want it to hurry up and get to that target 1. Get 1 off the table.
Target filled.
Okay, that helps. Let's go to break even, +1. If it pulls back below 10, we'll probably close it. I'll give it a little bit of a wiggle here, but not much. And
Order
when it
filled.
closed it, We got 100 on that one, but nothing to write home about, but it's money in the bank nonetheless. How'd we do? The S&P pull right back. Okay. The Dow still looks like it may want to continue back up. If it gets back up over, say, 30 or something like that, it could get it going. Now, the Russell is actually going lower, and the NASDAQ doesn't look very hot. The Russell on a 610 looks short. 4.8 doesn't. It's real weird. This Russell is really weak today, isn't it? Wow. NASDAQ just took a nosedive as well. Let's see, I'm on an 8 and an 8. Okay. They just look different. They look different. Oh, it's because I'm behind. Okay. It should have had a marker up there. Okay, now they're in sync. Good thing I took my money when it was there on the Dow. You can be wrong and still make money. Proving that. Okay, 85 is a big deal. 540 means we're going way back down. Just say, well, okay. And you're talking about 540 is the NASDAQ, right, RJ? And what levels are you looking for? Yesterday's levels? We could have just poked our nose under. We were at, and we at primary pivot level? We are. That primary pivot level I had as a swing level as well. We bounced off of it a little, well, penetrated a little bit and then bounced. It looks like we got the momentums to go up, maybe to 7,500. No problem. Take your time. You got to do what you got to do. Just it'd help if you explain a little bit and try to stretch for the word. Expound upon it. Extrapolate was coming into my brain, and that I knew was wrong. Okay, we just had a continuation pattern on the NASDAQ. 78 to 88. That's 10, 40 ticks, and 10 on top of 86 would be 96, which is one of our levels. That level probably doesn't exist anymore. Getting another continuation pattern here in the NASDAQ. Probably should have jumped on that one. And there's our 96, so we got the first continuation. So if we've got 87, 5, yeah, I think we're done on that one. Maybe. We're doing a zigzag upwards. You gotta love it. It did take out the volatility stop though. So 93. Okay. Looks like we're getting up. We're not getting a whole lot of extensions. We're getting. Okay. Thanks, RJ. We're getting movements about one of my targets, 16 ticks or so. Okay, there's a buy signal here on the NASDAQ. This is strange for it to be right there in the middle of the crisscross. I don't think so. Now, S&P's already going back up to the top. Are you guys thinking about buying a breakout here? If it breaks out over this 2890, we got a little bit of room above. So, Let's watch that and see if we can get it 28.90.50. Yeah. Here we go. I'm going to zoom in on the ES. I've got the other indices out there. I've got a Dow buy signal. If the S&P breaks out, it will go with it. I just don't know that the S&P is going to break out here. Nasdaq's pulling back. Russell's stalling. Yeah, it looks like the S&P may be pausing for a moment. And are they going to try to bust it up here? If it gets up above this levels that we're at well, 89.75, we could get a pop. We'll see. We just had a volatility flip in the Nasdaq. In the S&P. The Nasdaq is chopping. Yeah, looks like it's. They're trying to decide whether they want to break out or not. The other two, other three, Russell and Nasdaq look pretty weak. In fact, I see a short coming in the possibly in the Nasdaq. We're doing a consolidation there, though. It's in chop, Nasdaq. Russell's in chop. Dow's just kind of hanging right below, kind of like the S&P. S&P got a bicycle up here over 90. I can see that. And first targets would be up here in 92 or so. Here we go. Is it going to follow through, or is it going to stall? Nasdaq is stalling. It's about ready to break out here. Not making it. It's pulling back for the breakout. S&P looks like it's the strongest index out there today. I like to see that.
Order pending.
All right, I've got a order in
Order
the Nasdaq.
filled.
I'm long the Nasdaq, looking for the breakout. And it poked its nose on the other side, and it looks like it's trying to decide whether that was a good idea or not. Give it a chance. It's wig-waggling around. Get back up there, come on. It's having trouble with this stuff off to the left. And just trying to resist the urge to take off the table early. Yeah. We're battling that area. I probably should have taken one off at 10 the second time I got up there.
Target filled.
Okay.
Order filled.
I went ahead and closed it. I just don't want to turn this winner into a loser. It may still go. All right, we're up a little bit. I'm sorry I covered you guys up in the chat window. It just looks like it's kind of choppy. It's just a turnaround Tuesday. The Dow actually did go long, and so did the S&P. It's 9:45. Did we have any? I'm just trying to figure out. NASDAQ calendar. Well, good thing I sold. Wednesday, 8:30. Nope, nothing else today for the calendars. And it doesn't look like we're getting a whole lot of follow through in the S&P or in the Dow. Dow 16 would be 32. It didn't quite get to 16 ticks on the Dow. Well, I've got two target ones. Better to kick in the teeth, but I really need one in the Dow and one in the NASDAQ. Technically, I've met the power of quitting today on that. We're just rocking and rolling roller coaster here, guys and gals. Roller coaster. Thanks, John. Appreciate it. How are you doing today, sir? And Dow's pulling back. Russell's coming pretty close to breaking a swing level here. But it doesn't have a whole lot of room to the down, to the low of the day, but that doesn't mean that it won't break the low of the day. But that would be my first target, and that's not very far away. That's 14. Yeah, but it's not enough on the reward for the risk. Toothache. Oh, gotta hate those. I had a trip to the massage therapist yesterday, and he beat up on me and a little sore, but we're okay. Watch out for a break below the levels here on the NASDAQ.
Order pending.
Say below 83 and a quarter. We're either at a double bottom or we're going to fail. So I'm on the other side of the thing, and it took out the volatility stop where I would have had my stop.
Order
so
canceled.
Cancel that one even if it works. What did it say? Whiskey? Whiskey works. I remember having a toothache when I was about 6, and my mother took a cotton swab or something like and put some whiskey on it until I could get to the dentist. Maybe. Oh, there's the CPT signal for a short.
Order pending.
Yeah. Okay, I've got another stop up there. And 18. It doesn't look like there's a lot in it one way or the other, according to them. The rest of the markets are just kind of nothing there. Okay.
Order canceled.
CPT short the NASDAQ and just got taken out. Okay. We're approaching a swing level here around 74.96. We're just in a trading range here with the NASDAQ. Back off, you can see it a little bit here. We had that trading range and went up here, and now we've expanded the range a bit. We're going to break out of the range at some point. Yeah, 76. I've got a level at 76 though. RJ as well, an intermediate level, but that'd be a good target one. Okay. Like I said, I've already hit technically the power of quitting. So I'll probably be very, very choosy about entries. With that peach line is probably a good place.
Order pending.
I've got a short from below 83.25, but we're just showing chop on the momentum oscillators.
Order filled.
Okay, let's see if we can get any momentum to the downside. It looks might be. Yeah, we're right hanging around that primary pivot there at 81.25. So we'll see if it did a bounce and a reaction to it. Let's see if it gets any follow through. We need for it to fail. Those do tend to have a reaction, but they don't necessarily stop what's going to happen.
Target filled.
Okay. Break even plus. And now all I either do is hit the close button. We've got a level 77.5 that's going to be a reaction level. Let's see if we can get through that. And it bounced off of it. All right, let's see if we can get lower.
Target filled.
All right, I love it. I could have had even more. Gee, look at that go. Oh well. I got full targets. Thanks, RJ. I'm sure the pom-poms helped. And that 74.68 level got touched and we're reacting off of it. All right, we've got about 35 minutes to the crude oil. I'm not going to trade any more indices today. I'm up 410, so that's my my goal plus a little bit today. So we're okay. Anybody else take any trades? Am I the only daft one out there? This thing keeps getting behind in this. Okay. All right. You know what? I'm going to go get myself another cup of coffee and I'll be right back. It's 9:55. Look for that 10 o'clock reversal time, okay? This is Turnaround Tuesday. See you in a minute. And we're going down for either a double bottom or a breakthrough. Here we go in the NASDAQ and the Russell. The Dow's pretty resilient there, guys. Yeah, well, you're right, Art. I'm behind. Yesterday was turnaround Tuesday, wasn't it? I'm just not sleeping well, guys, gals. I've this hip. I roll over and it just like somebody's stabbing me with a hot ice pick in my hip. The back is coming out in the hip. I think it's the sciatica. what I'm able to do with it is minimal. Some days are better than others. Yep, there's. Notice how that Nasdaq just poked its head a little on the other side of. Okay, something's wrong with this. It keeps freezing. All right, I'm going to stay in here. Um, it poked its away, head, got the people short, and then proceeded to go the opposite direction. Because they said, oh, the double bottom is failing. I heard that one before, Art, but it was a little bit different. It's with two shots of whiskey, too. Sorry. I'm feeling my oats this morning. No, you walked away. Did you have the target set in for a sell? I hope. Please don't tell me that you missed your target and didn't get the profits. Wow. The Dow's still grinding higher. And the S&P's trying to charge back. Good Lord, they can't figure out what they want to do. You guys are S&P, make it break out or break down. We look like we were going to break out here a while ago, but it just didn't follow through. And went back down. So we really, except for this one excursion here, we've got a range from about the bottoms here around 86 to the tops around 890. So it still looks like it wants to be in that range. Maybe make it break out and pull back and do one of those things. Make it earn your money. Don't give it away right now. Right now they're just out there trying to take people's money. I'm lucky that I did a couple of target ones, and that's why I do two contracts. If I had only been doing one contract on those, I would be underwater on those first two trades. Then I got kind of lucky for to being in that short. 74 is 474, 75, color 74, 75. Whoa. Seventy-four, 75. Okay. Color 74, 75. Wow. If I'd been able to get it perfect, 8, 2, 5, 7, 4. There was another 28 ticks in that short. How much did you get there, Alan? I know it was simulated. That's not a problem. But did you trail it out, or did you just take the target the same way I did? Now I always go back, and I'm not really seeing the markets do much of anything right here. What I'm doing is I go back and I'm looking at the Nasdaq here. And I'm watching, I'm seeing where the volatility stop is. The volatility stop got out at 74.25. Okay, so you took the same targets I did. Then you may want to try a trailer once or twice to see what happens. This trailer right here, I got within a half boy, I got 2 ticks away. Oh, okay. So what you did is you let it have a little room because it did go against us a couple of times. Where, where right in here, I see where the candle is, where you got that wick up there. After we hit target one, then it came back up, or maybe it was before that. It came up, and I went, do I take profits or not? And then just collapsed down. Once it did that, 94, 5401, 5405, that's 4 seconds. That's another 8 or 9 seconds. And from the time that it collapsed right around target one to target three was faster than I could actually move target three down lower. Let's see if that'll stay there this time. Russell's attacking the lows of the day. If you're not short already, I don't think you can go short here, though. I'm going to bring up my crude oil chart here. Crude oil hit $70.30 this morning. Well, that Dow broke out a little bit again, and then it just looks like it's not getting any follow through. Okay. All right. Huh. Well, where in the world did that other oil chart go? Well, right. I've had mixed results, Alan, with automatic trailers because it doesn't know what the candles are doing, but yeah. And in my experience, looks like we got a Dow short here. Looks like the S&P is going down to the lows now. Yeah, I mean, they it doesn't know what the candles are. What, 85? Russell's still going lower. Okay, that NASDAQ is behind again. This chart right here is just not staying up to speed. No matter what I do, I have to watch that one, the NASDAQ chart. Let me double check what the oil contract is. V8. V8. Okay, let's do this. October. And the others are U and U. September's was October. Yeah, okay, we're on October. Boy, the crude oil has just gone into Snoozeville. I'm just afraid that I was in the wrong contract. I started to doubt myself. All right, about 15 minutes before the crude report comes out. I'll be taking a little bit of a break right here, and I will see you guys in a little bit. I think the company's coming. Muffin coming. Officer Tim said he's on his way. That's okay. Sorry about that, folks. I'm back. 10:21. So we still have some time before the report. Crude oil broke out of a little bitty, a mini breakout of sorts. Went up to 70.40. You guys are supposed to be holding the markets up. Yeah, from a... Let's see what we did from yesterday. We haven't given up all of yesterday. That VIX doesn't... I don't think people are convicted that it's going big time lower, but they're just hedging their bets at the moment. Crude oil's up $1.13, attacking 70.50 again. What's the news on oil? Ah, no. Nine o'clock, a report said U.S. crude oil stocks seen as falling in DOE data. Okay, so the headline report is they expect a decrease. But we didn't get a whole lot of movement there. Well, we just tagged 70.50 in oil. NASDAQ looks pretty, sorry, the Russell looks pretty weak. The rest of them are kind of stopping where they are. S&P may be in a grind lower. Let's see what I see in the Russell. Russell and NASDAQ are both down 0.85 and 0.75%. If you look at the Russell chart, though, it looks pretty nasty here. See that Russell? Oh, stop it. See the Russell chart there? That NASDAQ is already eaten away. S&P, not so bad. And Dow, not so bad at all either. Okay. There's our oil attacking the daily highs. Oh yes. Well, play it, or I'll try to trade it if it's there. I'll be watching. I'm not sure we took a trade last week. Don't think it's set up. I'm of the persuasion that if it doesn't set up, you don't trade it. The big number at 85, huh? Well, we're at 82 and a quarter at the moment. You notice how the ES reacted around the primary pivot point there? It did manage to hold for about 8 minutes. Then it gave way a little bit. Okay, let me update the time clock again. And let's look at 2-minute warning. Get this out of the way real quick. Let's get crude oil over here. We have it on a 377 tick chart. It's 1,000. We've done a zigzag upwards. There's the 512. 512 shows a short ahead of the report. Let's do indicators. Okay, let's do 1031. So it'll take all those away. We could either go back down to the 7025 or break out above 7050. I saw someone who advocated before the report doing a bracket and basically having a bracket where it does a OCO where it has an upside where it plays 10 or 15 ticks and plays 10 or 15 ticks to the downside. So it basically does, it straddles where we are right before the report, like right now. It would be putting on in whichever way it goes. Yep, it would have gone short and covered instantaneously. And then obviously one cancels the other, the long would have been canceled. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Let's get this down here. Cancel that puppy. Alright. Kind of the midpoint here is around 70 and a quarter to 70.30. This pink line here. See if we can get up to 70.50 or not. I closed the clock too early. Got 45 seconds to run. All right, it's got a buy signal here above at 70.40. Probably run to 50. there's 50, and looking for a potential breakout. And is it going to go or is it going to fail? Zigzag higher. All right. We had the just a little bit too early on the signal for us. Well, nice run. Would have had a full winner on that one, but it violated my time criteria. Although, notice this consolidation there, right there. Oh, crud. Go away.
Call from Publix.
Good morning. It was a pharmacy. Okay, crude oil. Break over 70.70. The breakdown would have to be under 70.35. This shows chop, really. I mean, I don't buy it. I come more believing yeah, they're long. See this short immediately flip to a long. We got to wait till we get a breakout here. Don't know what I consider these momentum oscillators to be doing. It shows in chop.
Order pending. Order filled.
Well, let's see if we can actually get any follow through on this puppy. Coming up on R1. I only have one contract.
Order filled.
I don't like the way it's going to react there. I added $50. It got to target 1 and to target 2. I probably, looking back at it, guys, I could have probably gone long on this target the second time it got up there, right about here. And I would have been out on target 2, 79. And that would have been, should have done it, that would have been 19 ticks. As it was, it got about 10. I think we missed the really good easy trade was back here. It happened a little bit too early in our time clock, which was somewhat artificial. I'm probably going to adjust that. That if at least 1 minute, make it two or so if you can. But if it starts to settle down before that 2 minute, Daryl, don't kill yourself for what was that 30 seconds. Making arbitrary rules that have no basis in technically supportable fact. All right, we got here. Let's pull this out of the way. Well, I'm done for the day, guys. Just got short of $500 in the bank, but we could be. I could be actually passing some stuff up here and later, but all right. Okay, it's 10:38. Doesn't mean that I won't stay with you guys. Amazing how weak that Russell is. I'm toast. Is that what you're saying? I've got my son outside working in the yard. I need to go up and supervise real quick, see how he's doing. I'll be right back. got outside. Play with each other. Go on. Oil looks like a bit back up to 70, 75. From a daily basis, oil looks like wants to break out. Could it really go back up to 70, 73 to $74? Wow. Get a little bit of a rally in the S&P. NASDAQ, nice rally. Did a zigzag pattern here. Not bad. We got a buy signal right above this swing level, and it hit target 1. That case was 30 ticks, so it was a full winner, really. Well, maybe not. It's still trailing it. Trail, yeah. Just hit target 2, which was 47. Looks like it wants to grind higher. The Russell's finally doing a little bit of a bounce. And now we get a sell signal in the Dow? No, that's a long signal in the Dow. Sorry, but way late. S&P doesn't look like it wants to get any mojo to the upside, though, guys. Are you guys trading the? Anybody trading the ES yet? If so, which direction? How'd you do? Well, the markets sure look a bit. Um, oh, okay, Alan. Let me get right onto that. Sorry, I was updating the. Right. The cross was right here, Alan. Price was already up here at over 26,000. Now, if we took this as the breakout, that would not have been too late, although it's late in a run. So basically, if this entry signal appears well below where price is currently trading, that's why I called it too late. It doesn't mean it was too late to enter, but if you entered up here, you needed it to go much higher. And we had a lot of congestion over here to the left. I just didn't know where you would. The momentum oscillators were pointing upwards from earlier. It just waited until you got a breakout and then some. It basically waited for the move over the swings and for the bar candle to close and then gave a buy signal. But since it's, 25 ticks or so higher, yeah. Now, will it end up working? I don't know. If it comes back up here to 26,010 again the second time and the oscillators look okay, I could probably see a long that might work. It's not going to be a super high probability. Might have better odds with the NASDAQ or even the Russell for that matter. Now, right now the Russell's in chop. The Dow's in chop. The ES is at best in chop or could be in the down grind. We have a grind higher in the NASDAQ.